in the art community, and it's always the first grant to get cut. Why is that? And what are we missing as taxpayers, even, on not wanting to support something that is so important to why we live in a place?
I think there's a misunderstanding of how critical arts and culture are to the real business appeal of a community, right? You know, if you think about like your annual folks coming in, I can give you the kind of parking revenue projection for what that would look like for the town. And I can give you these like economic indicators. The things that are a little harder to quantify, and this is where we get into what are more holistic means of thinking about economic data reporting. How can we say this person told me that they live here because of this and they're going to live here for the next 30 years? What does that economic data look like? It's not just that it's nice to look at or it's nice to have or it's a cultural asset or an amenity or I can do a fun thing on the weekend. It's also about belonging. It's also about seeing yourself represented, right? So it's also like a diversity in programming, making sure that your community's cultural ecosystem is reflecting the vision of what your community is. The other part I would say, I think the arts are threatening because it's expression, it's human flourishing. You know, I think arts and humanities are the first things to go because they are tellers of truth. They're a mirror to society. And to silence those voices is politically prudent. Through those vehicles, we are able to have conversations that we cannot have otherwise. That's a way to build, I think, a more resilient community, I think a more forward-facing community, and a more empathetic community, which is more based in love and not based in fear.